It might be the only way that Chris Stapleton is inspired by Childish Gambino, but hey, look at that white album cover.
True North Reviews, True North Reviews, True North Reviews.
Hey there, welcome to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we are discussing the Chris Stapleton record, Starting Over. This is the fourth studio album from the American singer-songwriter Chris Stapleton, once a frontman for bluegrass group The Steel Drivers. He is now comfortably taking the reins with his solo material. Along with Sturgill Simpson, Stapleton has dominated the majority of my country music intake over the past 2 to 3 years. I'm not entirely sure if country is the right word to encompass or properly explain his music. After all, blues rock, southern rock, and soul could also be used to describe a number of tunes that Chris has written over the years, most recently of which From a Room Volumes 1 and 2 caught the Grammy and CMA Worlds by storm. 2 of Stapleton's shorter releases to date, and this time round, Starting Over is fitting for its title, the longest runtime since his debut in 2015. Now, not a whole lot has changed with his sound though, don't worry, there is the same setup with the vocal harmonies being lent from Chris's wife, Morgan. She appears on many of these tracks. Chris typically shares the spotlight with her anyways, if it's with the writing or the performing. These two are really just one of the most wholesome and lovable couples in the country scene today. Rolling out Starting Over as a project, the title track was the first teaser we got for this new era, and who knew when this single dropped it would foretell the entire album's theme. I didn't, but boy am I glad. This is such a perfect song. I don't know how else to put it. Between the lighthearted melody and the lively guitar strumming, I am in a state of pure bliss every time this song comes on. Alternating between the acoustic and rock arrangements on tracks 1, 2, and 3, we arrive at the song Cold, which is nothing less than a melodramatic masterpiece. Dimly lit piano to set the mood, of course. The melancholy is only enhanced by the progression of minor chords just beating you down one after another in a continuous loop. Strings eventually flood onto the track in the back half, and the rest is a tearjerker. Chris Stapleton's vocal shrieks, God, a man in heartbreak has never sounded so defeated and dejected. Speaking of another track I am absolutely enamored by, When I'm With You might just take the cake as the hidden gem on this record. There's either a blue wave guitar tone or a ring shifter plug-in. Either way, the guitar is irresistible to listen to. The interlude is very well timed. It honestly makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Throw on the angelic harmonies handled by Morgan, and When I'm With You is just a wonderful example of slow tempo and tranquility at their finest. Really just getting me in my feels. The complete opposite is found on Arkansas, which is a romping and thumping tune co-written by Mike Campbell of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This song is apt for the bar, getting me in my feels in a completely different way. I could drink to this, hell yeah. Also acknowledging the rock community, Stapleton performs a John Fogerty cover of Joy of My Life, a true love song in the middle of this record that's mostly about loss and change. It's nice to hear Chris give a nod to his wife and take charge of the vocals on this track by himself. It offers a decent contrast to the other songs. I just find the texture and combination of instruments really drab and lacking excitement with how they're played, especially compared to the original Fogerty version. Small hiccup aside, continuing on a similar solid note to Cold, Stapleton unleashes more passionate singing on the cut Hillbilly Blood, where we have brooding bass lines and acoustic guitar strumming as the backdrop. All of this coalesces and erupts into controlled chaos and a dynamic grandeur. Once again, settling after the storm, Maggie's Song is another tune that appears on this project. This is a true spectacle of storytelling that would make just about any mainstream country artist jealous. Chris takes a cliched topic and makes it emotional. He describes how his dog has passed away, and it's so moving that if you've gone through this yourself, it's hard not to shed a tear. Right on cue, another song attempts to lighten the mood, pick up the pace, and keep life going. Worry Be Gone is a simple cut that has swing rhythms and modified 12-bar blues. Of course, this tune does not hit as hard as Watch You Burn, which turns up the distortion and grit on the guitar. Very effectively, Stapleton weaves in a gospel-tinged outro while his lyrics vividly depict the Vegas mass shooting a few years back. Pinning on a couple more serious subjects, this album rarely lets up on that front. You Should Probably Leave is a track led by its electric guitar. It sounds like a slow melting summer's end. This perfectly sets up the finale where Chris decides to say farewell to Nashville, the closing track here, Nashville, Tennessee, bringing this album to a full circle with hard goodbyes and new beginnings. Sonically, steel guitar is matched with sparse trickles of the keys, simple rhyme schemes in there too, hard panning of vocal harmonies in the right channel. Production-wise, this is a thing of beauty. The tune itself is commendable. Really, Starting Over is just more of the same from Chris Stapleton. It's no surprise at this point. We know he wears his heart on his sleeve. He can sing the heck out of any song that bears resemblance to country music, all with as very little or as jam-packed instrumentally as he wants. That being said, Starting Over definitely benefits from its equilibrium of ballads and barnbusters, that it makes this a definite recommendation for anyone who enjoyed the Jason Isbell album from earlier this year. I feel like these two projects kind of go hand in hand. With all that being said, I'm feeling an 8 out of 10 on Chris Stapleton's latest LP. I enjoyed this quite a lot. So yeah, there's the review for today. Make sure you guys sound off down below in the comments. Tell me what you guys think of this music, whether you agree or disagree. I'm here to engage with you guys. If you'd like to leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town, I'd appreciate that. As always, thanks for watching and have a rockin' day.